Good evening, next level. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, come on and join in, hop in. I want to welcome you all to next level on tonight. I want to thank all of you all that have always been a part of next level. As you can see, I'm home tonight, live from home tonight. Um, I want to thank God for all of you all. I want to thank God for just being a part of next level. This is my heart. I love doing next level. So as you come in, just I want you to just type on that screen. Just I'm going to the next level. Come on, I want you to just and I want you to just really shout tonight. I'm getting ready for my next level. I'm just this is what we do every Tuesday. We get ready for that next level. We get ready for that push. And tonight, I just want you to just declare over your life, just whatever you need God to do. I want you to type it on that screen tonight and just declare it over your life. And somebody even say it's going to happen for me. I just believe it. I believe it. My next level is here. It's going to happen for me. And I'm just getting ready. And I'm just looking forward to what God is doing in my life. So let's put as many hands on the screen. Do me a favor. Take that button and hit that like button. After you hit that like button, hit that share button. Maybe somebody that ain't even thinking about next level, but may see it on your page and they may want to just listen. So I pray that you just do that for me and get involved tonight. So we want to thank all of you all for these 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes of what we do every Tuesday. The thing about me is about being consistent and just really, really pushing myself. Because sometimes, even with next level thinking, I really have to push myself to study and prepare myself and to do this. Sometimes I got a lot of things going on, but here's the thing about when you committed to something. I want you to put this on the screen. Stop starting and stopping. Stop starting and stopping. If you're going to do something, then do it. And if you're going to do it, be committed to it. You will lose a lot of support and a lot of respect by being inconsistent. And a lot of times the reason why people sometimes don't support us the way that we feel like they should is because one minute you say you're going to do something, the next minute you don't. So you got to really be all in to whatever you're trying to do. If it's social media, if it's if it's writing a book, if it's just trying to start an organization and help people, whatever it may be, if it's school, whatever it may be, just stop starting and stopping. Sometimes I get on here and I may not have a whole lot of people. Sometimes I get on here and I do well, but that does not move or motivate me as to what I'm doing because I'm locked in. Somebody put this on the screen. I'm locked in to what I need to do because I believe that this is what God has called me to be. So come on, put it on the screen. Get locked in. Get locked in. And so I want to welcome you all, those of you all who are looking again, what is next level? It's just a push. And I was thinking about this today. I try to push people out of the place that they're in. And even you can be in a good place. But how many of you can type this tonight? I know there's more for me. I know there's more for me. And sometimes you can be in a very good place in your life. It does not mean everything is bad, but you could be in a good place in your life and you just need to be pushed to that next level because sometimes good can be comfortable. Did you hear what I said? Sometimes when it's really good, you can really get comfortable in what you're doing and you stop challenging yourself and pushing yourself. So next level thinking is just about pushing you to the next level. There's a next level for every last one of us, and you don't have to doubt yourself or feel like you can't do it. So I pray there's no disturbances, there's nothing to hinder this broadcast from going forward. And I pray that you receive it, and I pray that you get it all. And I pray and I speak all of that in Jesus' name. Listen, it's about being consistent. So tonight, I started last week, and I'm going to stay with this month about shifting our focus. Everybody put that on the screen. I'm shifting my focus. I'm shifting my focus. I want us to, my goal is to really get people to start what? What does shifting focus mean? Intentionally redirect our attention from the things that are dominating us, negative attention, negative mindsets, to a mindset that's going to guide me to my next level. So I got to shift my focus. Come on, somebody put it, I got to shift my focus. And tonight I want to deal with three things that happens when you shift your focus. And I want to say this. I'm not just saying this to say it. I'm saying this because this is what I see a lot of times that people are dealing with. I honestly don't just deal with people in church, in my church. Let me say that. And I don't just deal with people in church. I work with youth. I work with, probation. I work with all different people incarcerated, people in prison. So I work with all different phases of life that people are in. And one of the things that I discovered is when we are focused on the wrong things and when we are focused on the negativity, we tend to trend toward that way. But if you shift your focus and you start focusing on things that are positive and good things, there's something comes out of that. I want to say this to you: no more wasting time. I want you to put this on the screen. No more wasting time. No more wasting time. Why is that important? Because when you spend time focused on thoughts and focused on things that can really, really bother you. I was one of the brethren in the ministry, and I don't throw names around. And I'm saying this because this is in my heart to say it. I was reading a post that Bishop Phelps had posted, and Bishop is a good guy. He's a real good guy, and he was talking about the things that he was dealing with within his ministry and the hurt and the things that he was dealing with from people that he trusted. And it kind of caused him to just be not in the best place he wanted to be in. And and the reason what caught my attention is because I've been there, and as leaders, you be there. And one of the things that I had to learn to do was to not focus on the things that people are doing and stay focused on the things that I need to do. And that's hard sometimes when you're trying to help people that's trying to hinder you. Do y'all hear me? Some of you all, even in your family and even in places that you find yourself kind of trying to stay focused, but there's, this noise going on around you and in this world that we live in the climate that we live in now. So how do you then shift your focus, and what comes from shifting our focus? And there are things that can really, really be powerful, as I want to say that, in your life, if you just learn to shift your focus from the negative to the positive. First thing that happens when you shift your focus is your perspective change. Somebody put this on the screen. My perspective is going to change. Perspective is the way a person sees, understands, or interprets something. If I'm always focused on negative, if I'm always focused on hurt, if I'm always focused on disappointment, then my perspective and everything that I see is going to be negative. In other words, I will start treating good people bad. Help me, Holy Ghost. I will start messing up good situations. I will really start hindering myself from getting to the next level. Why? Because I don't see things in a positive way. But you got to you got to change your perspective. When you change your perspective, you start seeing possibilities and not problems. Come on, somebody put that on the screen. I see possibilities. I don't see problems. What I've learned, I was with Bishop Hodges on yesterday, and Bishop Hodges does an excellent leadership session every morning. And I was listening to him yesterday talk about, and I'm paraphrasing, about getting upset and letting things upset you. And when you start letting things upset you, you're trying to lead while you're angry. You're trying to handle things while you're frustrated. And that normally doesn't go well. But if you just change your perspective on problems and look at them as possibilities. Somebody put this: I can grow in this. See, I can learn in this. There were some things that kind of bothered me and was bothering me, even as a leader at the church. And I said, instead of looking at this in a negative way and getting upset, here's an opportunity for me to grow people. Here's an opportunity for me to help people. Sometimes when I'm working with our youth group on Saturdays at the police department, and oftentimes some of them really spaz out and they just really have a moment. And it gives me an opportunity to learn. And you can't learn if you don't listen. I'm hopping off the ramp here. You can't learn if you don't listen. You got to learn how to listen. Somebody put this on the screen. You can't learn if you don't listen. And sometimes they're heated, they're angry, they're upset, but I look at it as an opportunity. Sometimes when my back is up against the wall, hear me, sometimes when I've made a bad decision, sometimes when I've made a bad call, I'm learning from that. I'm not being negative about it. Stop beating yourself over the head about things that really you thought that you was making the best decision. Could have ended up being a bad decision. But you start changing how you see what you're facing. Come on, I want you to put this on the screen. Change how you see what you're facing. So sometimes when I'm looking at problems and I'm looking at things and you just really, want to just go in, here is an awesome opportunity for you to become a better person. Sometimes the person that's really trying you, it's an awesome opportunity for you to shift your perspective and see things differently. Sometimes you're looking at it on the wrong side. And when you have the lens of negativity and you view things in a negative way, your focus then on is going to be on, I'm going to respond the same way. In other words, I'm going to give you what you're giving me. And I've learned that some people may feel that way. Some of you all may feel that way. I'm here to tell you, it's never went well for me. It's never went well for me because I'm not them. So if I'm going to give them what they're giving me, then sometimes I got to become them. And I'm not doing that because that means that now I got to come out of the place that I'm in. And now I got to be something that I'm not. And if I'm going to become them and then they're really good at what they're doing, then guess what's going to happen? If I got to become them and they're good at what they're doing and I'm not good at it, then they're going to win. See, sometimes, hopping off the ramp, sometimes you can't be evil and mean because somebody else is being evil and mean, because that's not who you are. But you lose the fight of being evil and mean because now you're in a place that you're not in your playing field, you're on theirs. When your perspective change, you see things as an opportunity to what? To grow and get better. I want you to put this on the screen. I'm getting better. Am I helping you? If I'm helping you, say, Bishop, you're helping me tonight. The second thing that's good when you shift your focus is your attitude changes. Somebody put this, your attitude changes. Here's what I mean about attitude changing. You stop feeling defeated and you stop feeling discouraged because now I see things working in my favor. My attitude is changing. See, I'm not defeated. I'm not discouraged. These things that come upon me, these things that happen to me, they're really going to work good for me. They're really going to work in my favor. Look at my attitude. Look at my attitude. The things that are designed to defeat me are really making me become victorious. Come on, somebody declared it tonight. I got victory in my life. Why? Watch this. Because once your attitude change, hear me. Here is my attitude. I am more ready to go after what God has said to me than I ever have been in my life. I can honestly say that. I have learned to overcome some things and people that have made me more determined. I have no point to prove. I have nothing I'm not even doing it to show them how much I don't need them or how much I know. My attitude is that I'm just ready for it. And I can't let things upset me and bother me and control how I feel. I'm ready for it. Come on tonight. Somebody put it, I'm ready for it. And so my attitude is an attitude of somebody that's just ready for it. It don't always go my way, but I'm still ready for it. Because now when it don't go my way, I'm not getting mad. I'm not being immature. And immaturity plays a major role in our attitude. Some people, not all, I know ain't nobody on the broadcast tonight, but some people need to grow up. Some people just need to grow up. I know it ain't nobody on here. You've got to work on your attitude. People are dealing with a lot. And you hear me say this often. The last thing that I need to be doing is inflict more harm on people with just being mean or being hateful or being upset. The last thing I need to do as a leader is to let people come into my church And all they hear me doing is spewing my gripes on what people have done to me. Spewing my gripes on what people have said to me. And honestly, when I was immature, I may have done that. I'm sure that I have. I'm sure that I have allowed my emotions sometimes to get the best of me. I'm sure, and I'm sure that people have saw it, because you can only take so much. But as you mature, your whole attitude about how you gonna deal with negativity becomes different. I'm not a negative person, so I'm not becoming one. I see this a lot, and we talk about this all the time on Next Level. That word support. You know, I was good to this person, good to, man. My attitude is this: when I click this button, there's somebody on the other end of my voice that needs to hear what I'm trying to say. I ain't got time to have an attitude to be upset with who don't want to listen to me. People have a right not to listen to me. People have a right, even if they go to my church. People have a right on Tuesday nights to not have to lock into Next Level. The one word that I don't use in my church is mandatory. I don't make anything mandatory. I understand there are things that are important to me, but I never send out a message to say it's mandatory that you be in this meeting. It's mandatory that you be in this class. It's mandatory that you be at church. It's mandatory that you be at Bible study. My attitude and my whole attitude is about going after what God got for me and dealing with people that want the same. Because watch this. I want you to say this tonight. Say, I want it so bad. I want it so bad that I can taste it. And I feel as though if I spend any of my time, and I mean this from my heart, if I spend any of my time being negative, being upset with people, being angry, discouraged all the time, defeated all the time, and feeling depressed all the time, I'm taken away from the time that I could be using to get to where I'm trying to go. Somebody put this on the screen. I'm going somewhere. So I don't use the negativity, because I understand, again, if I understand that I'm shifting my focus. Somebody said it again, I'm shifting my focus. So my attitude got to line up with where I'm going. Remember, I told you all this about that prayer life. And I told you all this, and I'm gonna preach up something tomorrow night at New Direction, because I've been working on this. But one of the things that I discovered is I got to start living like I'm praying. I got to start living my life how I'm praying my life. And when you don't live your life how you pray in your life, you are now becoming something that you don't want to become. If I'm praying for peace, I got to start living like I'm in peace. If I'm praying for finances, I got to start living like I'm going to give. If I'm praying for love, I got to live and love other people. I got to give in order to get. Some people want to get, but don't give nothing. So my attitude has changed. So what happens? My perspective has changed. My attitude has changed. And the last thing, when I put those two together, this is the last thing, my direction changes. Come on, somebody put this on the screen. I'm headed in a new direction. I'm headed in a new direction. You know, let me say this. What I love about Next Level, I don't have to get on here and scream and holler to make y'all clap and shout. I just want to give you basic keys to your life that makes you say, I can go in a new direction. See, my direction changes because my perspective changed and my attitude changed. If my perspective don't change and my attitude don't change, then I'm going to end up going backwards and not forward. Put this on the screen, forward motion. So watch this. Somebody put on the screen, forward motion, forward motion. I'm moving forward. I'm not looking. I said this Sunday, as all things work together, I feel the wind of God pushing me forward. And sometimes when you don't have any direction, you ain't going forward. You're either going backwards or you're going in circles. See, we got to stop being all over the place, because, and we got to start knowing exactly where we're going. Stop being all over the place. Come on, somebody put this on. Stop being all over the place. I sound real silly getting on here talking about shifting my focus, and then I stop and I start talking about the basketball game, or start talking about the baseball game, and then start talking about I'm going to make it, and then start talking about something else outside of what does it really mean to shift my focus. I got to stay focused. I want you to tell yourself tonight, say, I got to stay focused. Okay, you said that. Say, I gotta stay focused. Now, tag somebody's name who you see on here and say, you gotta stay focused. First lady, we gotta stay focused. See, new direction, we gotta stay focused. Next level, we gotta stay focused. Wings of faith, you gotta stay focused. Why? Because when you lose your focus, you're headed in the wrong direction. Why are so many people going in the direction in which they're going? They have no focus. So you got to stay focused. I want you to type it bold, stay focused. Because now when I know the direction in which I'm going, it's hard to throw people off who know where they're going. Come on. And I'm going to tell you something else. It's hard to allow people to keep coming in and out your life when you know where you're going. Because when you know where you're going, you know what you want. When you know where you're going, you know what it takes to get there. I know where I'm going. Will I get hurt on the road? Yes. But don't let the hurt change your direction. I want you to put this bold as you can. Keep going. Don't let the disappointment change your direction. Bishop Phelps, we need you. We need you. We need you, brother. We need you. And we can't allow what people do to us to change our direction. See, we got to pray for leaders. It's so many leaders. Oh, God, it's so many of us that are like, man, what is going on? Because you're trying to do the best you can. Mama, your kids need you. I know that they may not be doing what they need to do, but they need you. See, daddy, those kids need you. Husband, your wife needs you. Wife, your husband needs you. Friends, your friends need you. And so you got to keep going past the things that have damaged you. Are we damaged? Yes. But damaged things, what I've discovered in my damage, it got me to my destiny. Come on, somebody put that on the screen. Damage gets me to my destiny. And we got to be in a place that we understand that. We got to get to a place where we understand, man, this thing ain't going to take me out. Keep being good to people. Now, because watch this. We cannot never, ever discredit how somebody feels about something. But when you headed in the right direction, you know how to brush it off. Come on, somebody say, shake it off. Shake that devil off of you. Be more determined than you've ever been to be successful and go into that next level. Somebody put on the screen, I'm headed in a new direction. I'm not going the way I was going. Watch this, because that road that I was traveling down, it was going to send me to a place called nowhere. I don't know what for the life of me, why it's so hard to fight people and stop them from going back. If I go back, the only reason why I'm going back is to get somebody. The only reason why I'm going back is to get somebody and help somebody that was in the place that I was in. I want to help them out, but I ain't going back to stay. That's the only reason why I'm going back. That should be the only reason why you should go back, is because you've learned and you saw things happen that you want to honestly say to yourself, man, my future is ahead of me. Watch this. I want you to type this. Something good is ahead of me. Something good is in front of me. I'm getting ready to celebrate 27 years. 27 years of pastoring the church. 27 years of pastoring the same church. 27 years of pastoring people. And sometimes you sit and you really say, if it had not been for the Lord on my side, where would I be? And I feel like Caleb, the same vigor and energy and strength that I had when I started New Direction, I got that and some more. A lot of things should have took me out and took me down, but God lifted me in some of the most demanding and trying times in my life. God brought me through it. It ain't been my money. It sure ain't been, that I've been right. It's just that I feel like I just need to keep going. I need to keep going. I'm telling you, ma'am, sir, every leader, every person, I need you to keep going because I need you. Come on, that's this. And you need me. You need me to keep going with next level. You need me to keep going with New Direction. I need you to keep showing up. I need you to keep getting on this broadcast, helping me to say, keep going, Bishop. Keep going. I may not be helping thousands or many, but I'm helping somebody. And I need to keep going. And you need to keep going. That child gonna make it. Watch this. That marriage gonna work out. That friendship gonna work out. But you gotta keep going. That's my spiel tonight. If I'm going to shift my focus, perspective changes. Watch this. Attitude changes. Direction changes. I got to stay fixed on where I'm going. And somebody put this on the screen. I'm going somewhere. So, Father, tonight we thank you. We honor you. And I pray tonight. I pray for leaders. I pray for Bishop. I pray for all leaders. And I just pray for Bishop because that's who's in my spirit. But I pray for every person under the sound of my voice, that we would shift our focus and that we would focus on your goodness, on the things that you have for us to do, the things that you've assigned us to do. Keep our hearts and our minds geared towards you. Thank you for next level thinking. And thank you for giving me one more night of success. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Come on, type this on the screen tonight. I needed this. I needed this. I needed this. I needed this. I pray tonight. I pray tonight that you get something. Somebody put this on the screen. I got something from this. I pray that it's something that I said tonight that helped you. Somebody say this tonight. This really helped me. I need you to shift your focus. I need you to understand that about shifting your focus. Get your mind on the things of God and the assignment and the things that God has told you to do. It's going to work out for your good. Listen, I need you. I have a need tonight, and I want to be a blessing to a brethren, and I want to be a blessing to others, and I want to be a blessing to somebody that asked me to bless them. And I'm asking you to be a blessing to Next Level tonight. And I'm going to take the blessing that you blessed us with, and I'm going to bless them. So if you could do $10, $20, whatever seed you can sow tonight, I pray tonight that you just do that. Be a blessing. And I pray tonight that you understand the power of sowing. So just be a blessing. I just don't want to be on here. I ain't on here begging and all that kind of stuff. I just believe that when you say things and when you speak things and when you ask people to do things who have it, they sincerely give it. And I pray that you freely give tonight and be a blessing to Next Level. And I pray that that you know that I'm going to do the right thing with the seeds that you sow into Next Level. So another Tuesday night, another successful night. And I pray if you hopped on at the end, go back and listen to the beginning. And I pray that you share this with as many people as you can so that it can be a blessing to them. All right? I love you all. Thank you for your seeds. Thank you for everything you do for Next Level. Y'all have a great night. Good night.